Ladies, gentlemen, law enforcement officers, this is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10. Its mission...
It is truly a four-door sports sedan of the highest nature.
It looks a lot like this standard Lancer sedan here, but they actually share very few body panels. And under that new skin, there are even more changes. This turbocharged four-cylinder pumps out 291 horsepower. All four wheels are driven. The Evo rockets from stationary to 60 miles an hour in under 5 seconds. Pretty darn quick.
Mitsubishi is holding the press launch at Firebird International Raceway because if you want to ring an Evo out, you better do it on a track.
We have two choices. There's a tight autocross course for agility. I start with the full track course that shows overall performance and my fashion sense.
Like the hairnet?
There's controversy here, and I don't mean the hairnet. Compared to the Evo 9, the 10 is 250 pounds heavier and a tick slower. Also, the suspension now has some comfort dialed into it.
A little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more mature. A lot of that has gone into the suspension tuning and how the car drives. So I would say it's a little bit more of a broader audience to bring that truly Evolution experience to a wider audience.
Ride quality is now very firm, but not punishing. The sophisticated all-wheel drive system can automatically send torque to the left or right rear wheels independently, making the driver much more confident in high-speed cornering. The Evo is simply a blast to drive.
Active yaw control, we did not have those on the 8 or 9 here in North America. So with the 10, the active yaw control actually transfers torque left to right on the rear axle. So the active center differential is going front to rear, but now on the rear wheels themselves, you've got a left to right movement, which really helps the car rotate depending on which turn and what conditions you're in.
The active center differential can be set to compensate for different road surfaces. On the autocross course, the Evo 10 is quick and nimble in tight and windy turns. In situations like this, my job is a lot of fun. Brembo brakes are heroically good. There are two models of the Lancer Evolution, the GSR with its manual 5-speed transmission, and the MR, which gets a sophisticated twin-clutch Sportronic shift transmission. Say that 3 times fast. The 6-speed features lightning-fast gear changes using paddle shifters or throw it into automatic mode.
It's a twin-clutch Sportronic shift transmission. The odd number gears 1, 3, 5 in reverse are handled by one clutch. The second clutch has the even number gears of 2, 4, and 6. So basically, the easiest way I've always seemed to explain it is it's 2 separate 3-speed manual transmissions kind of fused together. So the computer basically detects what the next anticipated gear is going to be in the shift pattern, and then will immediately activate that gear with the alternate clutch.
The new car's interior is much more stylish, and it now has creature comforts to go with the body-hugging Recaro seats. The outgoing car didn't even have cruise control.
The driver can take 3 fast friends with him in comfort, 4 if you put 3 skinny ones back here.
Practical speed racers will be disappointed by a smallish cargo area and that the seats don't fold to expand it. And here's where to go if you need a jump start. The Lancer Evolution 10 is not about hauling groceries though, it's about hauling, well, you know what. Starting at 33 grand for the GSR and 38 for the MR, Mitsubishi's Evo is proof that driving religion can be found in evolution. A note about those creature comforts, the Evo now has a killer Rockford Fosgate sound system that makes my Barry Manilow CDs sound good. Please know I'm kidding about that. And even a Navi system. Of course, most buyers are really looking for performance with this car. For those of you who want to know more about the engine, here's Mike.
It is an all-aluminum block and all-aluminum cylinder head. It's got MyVac, which is basically variable valve timing on both the intake and the exhaust side of the camshaft. Develops 291 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. And one, obviously the aluminum block is a difference, but it's still got, 4-bolt mains. It's a semi-closed deck, but one of the biggest changes we've done is we moved the turbo from the front side of the engine on the last generation car to the back side, which helps with weight distribution and also gives the exhaust, you don't have to make that bend underneath the engine. It's more of a direct shot outside of the car.
I'll leave you with this shot. They had the original Evolution on hand to look at, but not to drive. That's the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10. I cover a lot here in this expanded podcast, but if you feel the need to read, go to the website, www.nwcn.com/autos. That's Drive. I'm Tom Voelk.